February of 2018, there was a 2020 episode about Louise Y's agency separating identical twins back in the mid-60s. And my older sister, who's adopted, called me and said, "Can you imagine if either of us are a twin?" I said, "Well, that's ridiculous." And then I remember getting a shiver all over my body thinking, wow, what if this was real?
In the 1960s, an adoption agency in New York, the Louise Y Services, began a policy to deliberately split up identical and fraternal twins and place the infants in different families. The adoptive parents were never told that their children had siblings.
Any Louise Y's adoptee from the 60s has every right to think that perhaps they have a twin.
The separated twins were placed in a controversial study to explore what makes us who we are and how much is defined by nature versus nurture. But at what cost?
It's so emotional for me. What they did was so unethical. It was so amoral.
Stories of twins have long captured human imagination. There is something beguiling about having an identical copy of yourself and the resulting bond that would create.
Hi.
Hello.
Pam, Polly.
Yeah.
Which one's
Yeah.
which?
I'm Polly.
Hi, Polly.
Yeah, come in.
Identical twins share all their genes, having split from a single fertilized egg within the first 2 weeks after conception. Fraternal twins share half their genes on average. They result when a woman releases 2 eggs at the same time, and they're fertilized by 2 separate sperm. So they have 50% of their genes in common on average, like ordinary siblings. Comparing resemblance in identical twins to fraternal twins gives us a handle on whether or not genetics has an effect. It would if identical twins are more alike than fraternals, and they invariably are.
For decades, they have been the focus of scientific research. The study in New York came to light when identical triplets who were separated at birth accidentally discovered each other.
Studying twins gives us enormous insights into how we come to be the way that we are. Twin studies are a natural model for looking at genetic and environmental influence on behavior. And what we are finding is that many more behaviors than we ever would have thought do have a genetic component to them.
Tea served.
Thank you very much.
To try to understand the unique relationship twins have, I went to visit Pauline and Pamela, identical twins who grew up together in East London.
I can look at her and I know what she's thinking.
Yeah.
And I know what she's feeling.
Yeah. And if it's something funny, then
Then we've had it. haven't
that's
we?
it.
You can't do a thing with us, can you?